Howdy, happy Sunday. I'm back for reals this time. Sorry for last time. I was really exhausted and really hungry and I just needed to get off. But today I am fed, well rested, and ready to play Majora's Mask. So I just posted on Twitter that I am streaming. So now I'm going to send it to the group chat and then share the link in Instagram. And we'll just chill for a little bit because I know that I said that I'd start streaming at 7. So I just wanted to make sure that all things technical are taken care of in the meantime. And then we can just, get things going. So, yeah, hold on 1 second. And I should get started soon. Okay, that's Spawncast. Um, Hey guys, good to see you. Yeah, no, I'm really excited about this game. I'm wearing my Nintendo shirt today. I got this when I was visiting NOA's office. They have a gift shop, fun fact. It's like typically for employees only, but like also guests can do it too. Okay, I have the post on Instagram. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but I am at Kosher Gamer on there. And yeah, it's fun. Okay. Hold on. I have like this bad habit of like clicking the long links. Okay, 1 second. Okay, streaming. Okay, and then I just have to grab the link. Thank you guys so much for your patience. Okay, added that to my story. And we're set! Yay! Full attention. Hi, Benny. Good to see you. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Steve. Hi, Donut. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Pedro. Hi, Standard. Hi, Justin. Hi, Ricardo. Okay, I think I got everyone that showed up early. Okay, just before we jump into things, how is my sound? Can you guys hear me all right? I also have a really special, cool surprise for you guys. Okay, so you know how always, like when I do the drawings, like you just get to hear weird ASMR of me drawing and me describing what that is. And I was like, eventually, I will, I will add to the stream and build on there. So, things that I've done to upgrade it. Look, I made a drawing cam. There's hair ties right here. Ignore that. I drew a little cat, and there's a hair. Yay! So, you guys will get to see me, like, show my reference photo, and then me drawing, and then, yeah. See, it'll be real cool. I'm left-handed, so you won't see it, like, fully, but I think it's still a really funny, fun thing to do. You know? Right? Yeah. I know, right? Production value. Dude, see, this is where your donos are going. Thanks. Or super chats. I don't know. I'm the worst streamer, whatever. But every time, this is we're improving the stream every single time. But yeah, I thought this would be cool to like add to the fun of things. You guys see my hands. Okay, back to face cam. Hi. Steve. Yes, that is my cat. So Schmutz is actually behind me right now. He is 5 years old, and he is my little cat son. And I love him. Okay, so Majora's Mask. Real cool. So just double checking now that I have sound. Can you hear the game? Can you hear me all right? Once I get confirmation that sound is good, then we can start the stream and hang out. Also, how is everyone's weekend going? I know, Jonathan. The production quality is getting better. Isn't Is it there? Is it professional level yet? No, but I wanted to, you know, start getting things a little bit better, you know? Um, I have, okay, audio, game audio is quiet. Okay, so let's try to up that a little bit. Is that better? Let me know if that's better. You can't hear the game. Okay, how is it now? Okay, everything seems great on this end. Okay, is that still true? Because I upped the volume. Can you still hear me? Can't hear the game. Let's see. Let's turn it up a little more. Yep, classic. Definitely is, you know. Oh, you got sound. Okay. Much better? Okay, so this is as good as it's gonna get. Go team. As long as you can hear me and you can hear the game and, you know, blah, 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 blah. Cool. I will make note of that. I'm going to write that down on the top of my little paper that, okay, so for desktop, got 11.9 and then mic is 0, 0. Cool. Oh, geez, Roger, that's upsetting. Did I eat already? Yes, I did. Okay, so fun fact about me. So I've been going really hard at the gym recently. I want to be like, you know, where my fitness goals are by the holidays. I'm normally really into like weightlifting and stuff, but this past year, you know, I've been going through some things, you know, with work and, you know, my mom and, you know, just a lot of things happened in my life. So I kind of like took a step back from the gym. So I've been trying to get into that again. And, you know, a part of that is, you know, a pretty strict diet. And then when you forget to eat and you have already like restrictions, yeah, you get real loopy if you don't eat. Fun fact, don't do that. So last time I was just not feeling good. And it's funny because I was like in hyper focus mode during work where like it's just tunnel vision, I'm working. And once I got off work, I was like, oh my God, I got out of stream, I'm running late. So I immediately hopped into stream. And at that moment I was like, I don't feel good. And then I tried to tough it out, but like it was a bad idea. So I really appreciate you guys being patient with me. Okay, the game is a little too loud. Okay, I'm gonna move it to 16, like that. Let me know. Is that good? Hey, Job, thank you so much for your compliment. Oh, now it's too loud, guys. Okay, we need a -23. Is that good? Are we good now? Better. Okay. Here, let's do it down a hair more. 26. 26. That's what we're doing now. You can hear me. You could hear Schmutz. This is my son, if you're just tuning in. He is 5 years old. I adopted him when he was itty bitty, and he is my fluffy best friend. Hi, Sinclair. It's good to see you. Hi, Jonathan. -16. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Yep. Yeah, 26 days, classic. 26 days. Oh, man. I like how I talk about video games on my, you know, my work day, and then I do like to do this really, really cool. Oh, YouTube makes a delay. Oh, that makes sense. I didn't even think about that. I just was like, man, y'all are indecisive. That explains a few things. Thank you so much for your kind words, Sinclair. So, now that I think everything is going, we're gonna play Majora's Mask for reals this time. Let's see. A lot of streaming has delays nearly 10 to 15 seconds. Okay. Duly noted for the future. I really appreciate you guys explaining this to me. Obviously, like, I'm not a professional streamer. I'm not a content creator. Classics, I'm so stressed out. But like, it's kind of like one of those things where, you know, we're working really hard on it, you know, and we're just as excited for the game as you guys. And it's kind of like one of those things like, you know, with being such a small team, and it's like actually a small team, like, you know, no one's like outsourced or anything. It's just us. You know, we're working really hard, and it's sometimes really hard to turn off, you know, work stress once you get off work. And, you know, sure, people could say that that's because, you know, you're really passionate and, you know, it's awesome. But also, like, you know, it's really stressful sometimes. Because, like, sometimes I'll get off work and I'll be like, you know, and it's like, how do I, like, turn down the anxiety? You know, I need to work on that. Okay, down. Let's see. Are you rocking a gaming PC? Yeah, so it's a developer PC. I don't know the brand. Work gave it to me. But I also have a Republic of gaming laptop. Fun fact, that's what I use to demo Mina when I go to conventions. It was really funny, because like someone's like touching the laptop thinking it was like a demo thing, and I'm like, no, that's mine, please don't touch it. Is Andrew the same issue? Yeah, no, it's really, really hard. Like, it's so hard to turn off work, and it's like, you know, I'm passionate, and I love what I do, and it brings me so much joy, and all of my friends, for the most part, you know, are, and not all of them, but like a lot of my very dear friends are part of the industry, so I feel like when I just talk with my friends, I end up talking about work, and it just never stops. Let's see, Jav, you tell RGT you're a huge fan, and you love him, and he's cute. That's adorable. I will send him your love, and he'll go cool. Earlier today, he posted a story on Instagram, like a pizza and stuff, and I was like, thanks for the invite. My hobby is responding to people's stories like they sent them to me directly. I would say that it's also my toxic trait, but whatever, it's life. Griffin, hey guys. Griff, I am definitely feeling better. I am well fed. I am rested. I'm having a really good time. I actually had Mediterranean food for lunch today, and it was very, very good. I ate enough for it to be 2 meals, and I call that a snake meal. It's like when you have one really, really large meal. It was really good. Yeah, no, I just was like so burnt out. I should be able to jump that. Do I need a bunny head? No, I don't need a bunny head. I should roll into it. Yep. You can play PC in 4K. Wow, that's so cool. Let's see. Why am I not hitting that? Do I put on a bunny hood? Am I going crazy? Am I forgetting this game? Let's see. Eating a lot of Italian carbs. Yeah, no, eating a lot of carbs. But, like, thanks for the invite. Rude. I'm not going crazy, right, guys? Like, you can just normally make that jump. Where's my Kedum mask? I don't have my Kedum mask. Foxes are cool, though. Ooh, okay. Dad boy, as a journalism student who is looking to enter the world of PR, do you have any advice? Yeah, okay. So, okay, when you say advice, do you mean, like, how to get a job in the industry? Do you mean what it's like? Work advice? Well, to be more specific, like, what exactly would you like to know? Is it a roll jump? I thought it was a roll jump. Okay, I was doing that. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Let's see. Yeah, because you're running, blah, 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 roll, and then jump. Okay, yes. Okay, I was just fucking it up. You know, wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last time, guys. I promise I play video games. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. You left streamed head foam and you came back. It was over. Yeah, Griff. I just was not feeling good. Like, you know, when it's like ultra loopy, and like I understand I'm a loopy, silly little goofy guy, but like I was very burnt out, and like I just couldn't. You know, it's like malfunctioning completely. Do a barrel roll? I'll try Spyro Jones. Do you 100% this game every time? Okay, so I had initially went out. Okay, so I used to do it every year. And then around like COVID time, you know, I just started to play other games because, you know, life locked inside, you know, I wanted to experience new things. And then I started to, hi Scootish! Okay, wait, hold on, to finish my thought. Then I started to, like, play this again earlier this year, but that was, like, right before my mom passed, and then I was like, I can't be playing this game while I'm grieving, because then I'm gonna really, like, connect the two. So I took a break. So it's me replaying it again. It'll be a really good time. Okay, now on to positive things. Scootish, yes, I can make Sonic, and I can make him rotund. And so, fun fact, guys, I made a drawing. So, we're going to draw Pat Sonic together. Okay, so this. So the thing is, though, is I'm left-handed, and I'm very nervous to draw in front of you guys because now you can see me struggle in real time. Okay, so Sonic has his little eyes, okay? And we're gonna be looking this way. And I know that he has his little nose. Okay, you want to make him corpulent and rotund. Let me look at Sonic. Okay. 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 So he's of the large variety. Here's one foot. And here's foot. I'm gonna draw little crumbs on his face. And maybe like a little bib. Is this more fun now that you guys are seeing me do this? Okay, I'm gonna draw a hot dog on his bib. Because it's his hot dog eating bib. I hope that looks like a bib. And then his sneakers have that. I once looked up how to, like, if I could buy Sonic sneakers, because they're like Sopas, right? Okay. And he's determined. Okay. I think that's how you spell rotund. Okay, so here is rotund Sonic wearing a hot dog bib, and he has little crumbs on his face because he ate hot dogs. So friendly fact, any of the drawings that I do also, that I do draw for you guys, you're welcome to DM me. If you want them, I'll take a photo so you can keep it forever. I appreciate you, Scoots. Okay, let's see. You oh my gosh, you sent a couple. But also, super chats are appreciated. They're not necessary. They do help me upgrade the stream, like getting cool drawing paper and color pencils. Let's see. So thank you so much, Scootish, for the $10. Okay, oh my gosh, $5 too. Thank you. You haven't been sub long enough to talk, so I need to chat via sending money. I'm getting grifted. Babafooey. Scootish, what else would you like me to draw? I really appreciate you. Let me know one more thing. Let's see. Thank you. I appreciate it, Scoots. Let me know what else you want me to draw, and I'll draw it. Yeah, you guys get to see my nervous breakdowns while I'm drawing. I drew a little kitty face. And schmutz. Wow. He has no feet. Man, this art stream is getting crazy. Yay. Okay, I'll go back to game. But Scoots, tell me what else you want me to draw. Oh shit. Oh hey, thank God. Exiting off the game. Sorry. I forgot that like to pause the game, but also I realized that the emulator or whatever, I mean NSO pauses as I click off of it. Okay, let me draw one more thing for Scoots and then we'll keep on going. Okay, Dr. Eggman or Robotnik, depending on what you do. How do you guys like my drawing mat? It's Shovel Knight and Shield Knight. Isn't that cool? It's from Fangamer. I'm actually okay, Doctor. Okay, so I want to draw his little glasses. His little nizzle. That's nose in Yiddish, fun fact. Okay. And then I'll... See, now that you guys are watching me draw, I have to, like, pay attention. Okay, and then he has to have, like, his bulbous face, right? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah, that's looking like something. I don't know how to draw baby necks. Okay, and then he's racing. Okay, I don't know how to draw a race car. Shit. Okay, but he's a baby, so he's racing in like a cardboard box because we're doing Rugrat shit, okay? Would he have a baby I don't know if babies have mustaches, right? Man, this was started out so good. Okay, and then he's in a box. And then there's wheels. Scootish, next time pick normal things. And, see. But he has to have like a binky, because otherwise you're not going to know that he's a baby. Does that look like a binky? I hope that looks like a binky. But like his box better have like a scorpion tail robot thing. Because how else is he gonna fight Sonic? Okay, this is Baby Eggman for Scootish. Okay, yes, I am using a pen. Okay, so he's racing in a cardboard box. I'm gonna write this side up. Okay, so he's racing in a cardboard box, but it's Dr. Robotnik as a baby. So of course it has a robot arm. As canon, he needs to be in. He does need to be in Sonic Racing. You're very, very right. He is so ready for the road. He is licensed to drive. And you know, okay, he has a mustache, but you know, that's just part of it. And he has his goggles, and yeah, he has a binky. If you can't tell, that's a binky. I know it's a little sketchy on there, but yeah. So those are my drawings, Scoot. Thank you so much for your donations. I really appreciate it. Super chats are appreciated. They're not necessary though, but they help me get more cool supplies. Fuck, where did I put this? There we go. Yay! Okay, let's see. Okay, I missed all of your comments. Okay, so thank you so much, Scootish. I really, really appreciate you. Spire, you're also left-handed. That's awesome. Okay, Dat Boy. Sorry for being too general. Just curious your opinion where to start your career in the industry. The field is rapidly changing. Yes, it is. Like, holy shit. So just as a heads up, do not feel bad or do not feel discouraged when applying to the games industry. And that goes for any field, to be honest. Because right now, everything is on fire. Like, legitimately, it is all on fire. Unfortunately, it's kind of just one of those things where it's because of the layoffs, and then like a lot of job, there's very few jobs, and normally, like with the life cycle of things, if it was one company having layoffs, then that's okay. But like every company is having layoffs, so everyone's just going for the same roles, and it's just a really hard time. So with that said, it kind of depends. If you're in college right now because you're studying, I would look into internships, and I think honestly, like that's a pretty good way to start. One of my very good friends that went to college for PR, she interned at Activision, and they ended up keeping her. So that was really, really great. Also, maybe reaching out to smaller, like just starting out indies if they're like, doing something on itch.io, or they're, very like small projects, and reaching out to them and being like, hey, I'm a student, or working with friends in Game Jam, and starting a profile of like, there's always a portfolio of like them making the game. Maybe part of your portfolio would be, what you would do to market it, or like how you did market that Game Jam game. I don't know. It's just the games industry kind of fits into two buckets. It is experience, and also the regular route of like, schooling, and then, internships, and getting in that way. And like sometimes people just fall into it too. So it kind of just depends. But I would definitely say do not get discouraged. If you ever go to like conventions and stuff, go to a booth, obviously not like a huge one where like, they're way too busy, but reaching out and be like, hey, can I like chat with you on LinkedIn, and like, pick your brain sometime. Just start making connections, so when you're ready to enter the workforce, you at least know a few people in there. If you ever want to reach out, you can reach out to me, Datboy, on LinkedIn, if you want to actually chat more about this. I'm more than happy to. Okay, enough yapping about marketing. Let's see. Donut, was this an excuse to get Celia to look up some? Man, I just learned about some things today. Let's see, Xbox is probably a great place if you're... Oh gosh, geez, Jonathan, that depresses me. Oh yeah, Scootish, yeah, it's a real good idea, huh? Do I have... Yeah, I do have the coffee mask. So what I'm doing right now is I am waiting for the mail guy to come in here. And once the mail guy comes in here and talks to her, then... oh wait, no, was it before... Man, I don't remember this game that well. I'm like blinking. Because I know I'm supposed to talk to her between a certain time so I can get the room key. So I can get those 100 rupees because I like hoarding early. But I think it's like in between like 11 or like 11:30. So it's not like early, or she'll say that she has none available. I don't know. We'll see. Dat boy, no problem. Really hope the Xbox rumor is not true. Yeah, dude, I really hope as well, because I'm so exhausted reaching out to my friends at other studios to be like, hey, like, did you make it? Are you okay? Like, it's so depressing, and it's demoralizing, and it sucks, dude. Everyone should just be able to, and do their best work. And it's not like, for example, they're not doing a good job. It'd be different, if you got fired because you were slacking off or whatever. But like, you're doing your job to the best of your ability, and, it's still not good enough, Oh, yeah, Spyro was talking about the game. I think it's right now. And if not, oops, oh well. Okay, she'll come back. When she's back, I talk to her. And it's before that, I think. I don't know. I'll find out. Hi, Pie Inside. It's good to see you. Hi, Roger. I'm a proud California girl. I am from California. Do I have the California accent? It sucks that's the world is. Yeah, I know. Honestly, yeah, you have to build a community. And it sucks, because, like, the normal, like, thing to do would have been, like, study real hard, get good grades, apply to a job once you graduate. But, like, unfortunately, that's not the case. And to be honest, like, I didn't major in PR. I majored in theater. Because I wanted to be a voice actor. A long... Holy shit, I forgot that my friend sent me a script to audition for. Well, I'll do that after this. But yeah, so when I was young, I wanted to be a voice actor. And then I did some voice acting. And I was like... I remember looking around the room, and everyone that was there that like also was doing the job really, really loved voice acting. And like I enjoyed acting, but like I didn't love it the way that they loved it. And like I had that realization that like, you know, I didn't have that drive, you know, that those people did to like really push for their success. And a lot of them are doing really, really well now, so that's awesome. But the joy that I get from marketing and like talking about games and then coming up with campaigns and like seeing them from start to finish is so exciting to me that it's like, no, this is the field that I absolutely enjoy. And so I'm glad that I found what was right for me. That poor Garon. I know, Griff. Gosh, I'm such a bad person. Oh well. See, if you're having a hard time finding a Switch 2 in your area, I feel like you should just hold out. I think it's fine. I know there's some games you probably want to play, but you know, you don't want to pay scalpers. Punish the scalpers. Never purchase from them. You'll find it. EJ, no, I majored in theater and I graduated in theater. I did not study marketing. So I guess like my career story of how I got into games. So in 2013, I was still in college, majoring in theater, and basically what happened was that I managed a couple kiosks in the mall. You know, like those kiosks that like, you know, are in the middle, like in between the stores during the pathway or whatever, and you know, that they hand you cards and they're like, oh, miss for you. So that was me, except I managed them. So it was a makeup kiosk called Bella Pierre, and like, I forgot ISO Beauty or something. It was like the two in the middle of the mall. Anyways, besides the point. So for them, you know, I would do my own little marketing, like, you know, I guess organically of like, oh, I'll advertise on social media, or like, I'll do this, you know, to try to get more sales. Because no one wants to stop in the middle of the mall at a kiosk. Like, honestly, they don't want that. But I would just like, you know, attempt it or whatever. And anyways, so I remember it was like a random day that I wasn't supposed to work. And like, I think my coworker was sick, so I picked up the shift because it was like after classes or whatever. And I remember my boss at the time, like his friend visited him to like go chat. And I remember they were like talking and like, you know, whatever on the side. And I was like, I wonder what's going on over there. And I remember Josie like just pointed at me and was like, oh, you can borrow Celia. Like, Celia, you like video games, right? And I was like, yeah, I love video games. What are you talking about? And his friend, Alon, needed someone to work a booth at this convention. And I, you know, was like, okay. And, you know, I'm not sure, you know, and they were like, oh, like, you know, we'll pay you in cash, like under the table, hundreds of dollars. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm there. Tell me where to go. And that convention in 2013 was E3. And the booth that he wanted to work was for a mobile AR game company. And that's what introduced me to video games. Fun fact. Or not introduced me to the video game industry. And like after that, like, you know, it's kind of like one of those things that, you know, it snowballed from there. So after that, like I worked with them casually, and you know, I didn't think of myself in the games industry yet because, you know, mobile at the time wasn't taken as seriously as it is now. And it was just kind of like one of those things where I didn't really think about it. And I remember going to it was called WonderCon, and it was like a kind of Comic-Con kind of thing that happens in California. And there was a Nintendo panel, and this guy named David Young. He was like the PR associate or PR manager for Nintendo, and he was leading a Hyrule Warriors booth. And actually, what's funny, or not booth, sorry, panel. What's funny is though, at that panel, if you went, you got like a free thing. Actually, I found this recently. Look. I got a free Wii U stylist from that. This is from there. Anyways, that's besides the point. And I found that recently, and I put that in here because I didn't know what to do with it. So, you know, convenient for the story. And I remember after the panel, because I remember I raised my hand and asked some questions to the people, and like I made some jokes and people laughed. And I had like asked him, I was like, hey, like, you know, I have some experience with mobile, like I've worked E3, you know, I graduated college, like how do I one day do what you do? And he actually was like, oh, yeah, I'm happy to recommend you and like, you know, like talk to you more about this. And he was like one of the first people that I talked to, you know, in the games industry. And that was really, really cool. And, you know, he got me an interview, and I also was like, okay, well, if I can interview for them, who else can I interview for? Like, I've worked in mobile. That counts as games. Oh, my gosh. And then I ended up applying to a bunch of different places, and one of the places that I applied was actually Hyperkin. And Hyperkin hired me, which was another unlikely thing, because they were hiring for a sales position. And I, at the time, I wanted to go into marketing. I didn't want to go into sales anymore. I did enough sales at the kiosk. And I did the interview because I did every interview because I wanted to be a pro at talking to these people and interviewing. So when I found a job that I absolutely loved, like to like my heart, you know, deepest of my heart, that I could ace that interview and have them, you know, see my worth and hire me. And I remember I did that interview and I was driving out to like South El Monte, which was like 80 miles from where I lived. And I remember being like, I'm not gonna work here, ha ha ha, you know, whatever. And I interviewed with him, and he's like, oh yeah, we'd love to interview you again. And I was like, hey, like, you know, I really appreciated chatting with you. If you ever have a marketing opening, please, you know, reach out to me. You know, I'm not shy. And he was like, oh, okay, well, if that happens, I'll let you know. And they ended up calling me back the next day, and they made a position for me. And so I ended up working with them for 4 years, and then, you know, I met Yacht Club Games because we spontaneously decided that we wanted to go to EVO. And when we went to EVO, Yacht Club Games was showing off Shovel Knight Showdown, and that was right in front of me, so I looked at them for like 8 hours, so I got to meet them. And so when they were hiring, I applied. I didn't even think I was going to get hired. I mainly just wanted to meet the Shovel Knight people because I loved their game. You know, I loved Plague Knight and Mona together. It was my favorite campaign out of the Treasure Trove series. And little did I know that they would have become my very best friends, you know? So that's Celia lore. Yeah, that's me. Isn't that crazy? I realized that I didn't have a Giants thing, so I just wasted those rupees for nothing. But that's okay. We live and we learn. That's what I get for not paying attention, dude. I'm just maybe I'm loopy this too. Oh well. Let's see. I think Josie Woah was too young at the time, so you don't think so? Hold on, what are your guys' other questions? So yeah, that's my backstory. Fun fact, guys. Yeah, I am not educated. I mean, like, yeah, no, like I graduated college. It was just, you know, for acting. But it's kind of crazy because, like, theater, my theater degree gets used a lot. So, like, with conventions, for example, a lot of planning, like, the booth and, like, understanding, that is stage building. Because you're literally, you know, making sure that everything goes up. In addition to that, understanding lighting and how things are going to look with photography and how it's going to be presented. That's also something that's used for, with, what's it called? Like with conventions, public speaking. So like all the opportunities that I've had previously, you know, people are always like, oh, are you terrified to go on stage and talk to people? And it's like, well, no, I've been on stage plenty of times, you know? So performing's not really a problem for me. So to be honest, like I use my degree a lot. So I did good. Yay. But also there's always that theater to marketing pipeline. Yeah, dude, right, Donut? Mona is definitely best, girl. I almost said Bone. Man, maybe I am just a little sleepy guy. Let's see, Medallion's old enough to remember the emo kids on MySpace. I got my first MySpace in 2007. Or 2006, 2007 range. No, that was a lie. 2005. Yeah, I had it in 2005 because there was this girl named Danielle. And she was my first, I transferred in middle school and she was like my first friend. She's absolutely chaotic, but like in a really fun way. You know, she's like the crazy friend, you know, but like fun crazy, but also still crazy. And yeah, she's a really funny gal. And she was like, do you have a MySpace? Like, I'll message you on your bulletin board, or I'll, post a bulletin board about or something like that. And I was like, I don't know what that is. And she's like, that's crazy. She's like, I gotta make you one. And so she did, and it was really cool of her. Because, like, I never, I would have not found out about that for probably a little bit longer, So it was really sweet of her, and it was funny because the password that she gave me for that, like, I used that, like, until I found out about cybersecurity of, like, oh, you should change that. And it was really funny because I remember her hitting me up in middle school being like, oh, like, not middle school, high school, being like, oh, like, blah, blah, blah. And then she yelled at me to change my password. Because I was like, oh, I saved one. It was so funny. Okay, things I want. I need to get a bottle. Let me look up where to get a bottle of Majora's Mask. I cannot remember anything with this game. Yeah, Southern Swamp, talk to Kotake is the first thing. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. But let's start over on time, because I wasted too much time doing things and not paying attention. But yeah, so my friend made me my first MySpace, and then my other friend, in middle school, she taught me how to do HTML, like, kind of like how to do backgrounds and stuff. So we'd find like random JPEGs on the internet and like make backgrounds. The last song that I had on MySpace was by the Ting Tings. The Shut Up and Let Me Go song. Because there was this guy I dated in 10th grade. And let's call him Jay. Let's make up a name for him because it's weird to say his real name. I remember I dated him, and like he was like, we broke up because you break up in high school. Like it wasn't true love. It was just by association. We dated for like a week, not a week, like a few months. But anyways, and so I would like be moody and like change my song to how I was feeling. So I was like, if they were stalking my profile, then they would know that I was mad. Would you guys do that? Griffith, I did not remember to slow down time. See, this is why I play on stream. So I have reminders. Okay, hold on. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. We did it. Were you dating Mr. J? Yeah, no, I did. Good times. Let's see, Johnny. Okay, so thank you, Johnny, for the $4.99. It is completely appreciated. So if you're new to the stream, I have upgraded to a drawing cam. Yay! So for Minish Camp, let me look up the hat. I'll draw you the hat. Doesn't that sound cool? Okay. Well, I mean, I'm just like looking at the photo. See, like I looked it up. So let's draw it. So it has that thing, which is like his little head. And then that's where his head is. And then his little beaky guy. I want to draw a little tongue. Because I think that's funny. Okay, he looks like a creep. I'm so sorry, Johnny. I thought I was being a little funny guy with this. Okay, so we have that. And then he has the hat portion of him, which is there. And then I feel like I gotta draw a Link, right? He's like a little ear, right? And then he has his emo hair. Okay, so. And then let's see, okay. Ninish, cap, Link, and hat for Johnny. I hope the drawing cam is fun to you guys, because you can see me panic. So, so there's the hat on Link. He kind of looks parasitic in this, but that's okay. He's doing a little tongue thing. You know in cartoons where they're like that noise? I hope that picked up right, or I'm just look crazy. But yeah, you know that noise. That's what he's doing, but constantly. I feel like that's something that he would do. What do you guys think? Hi, Christine. Good to see you. Shout out to Christine Kenson. She's one of my very dear friends, and I appreciate her. Thank you, Jonathan. I gave him a derpy face because I don't know how to draw his real face. Friendly reminder, if anyone wants their drawings, I will take a photo of it and send it to you. Just DM me on either Twitter or on Instagram. I'm at Kosher Gamer on that. Give me a follow if you have an Instagram. I'm almost to 11,000 friends on there, and I've been stuck on 10,900 for a very long time. So that would be really cool. I appreciate you too, Christy. Forever and ever and ever. Yeah, I'm left-handed. Yeah, like my whole family is right-handed, and so I'm just the left-hand funny guy. Also, fun fact, my entire family wears glasses, and I remember like being so jealous of my older sister because she, get to go to the optometrist, and she would, pick out her lenses for the new year or whatever, because, her eyesight was, not great. And I remember looking at her being like so jealous of it, because I'm like, wow, she's so cool. And, and my parents would be like, oh, don't be that excited because, like, eventually, you're gonna have glasses too. And I'd be like, oh, it's gonna be so fun. Anyways, like, I have 20/20 vision. I am a 20/20 weirdo. And I think that's funny. Love the shirt. Thank you, Yam Yam. I got this shirt from when I was visiting NOA's office. I was bothering my contact because I wanted to switch to t-shirt. I was like, oh, where's the hookup for that? And they didn't have any yet. So I guess I settled with a regular exclusive. Do I have the bunny hood yet? No, I do not. I should go get it. It would be smart of me to go get it. I'll probably do that when I play the song Time Again and do a reset. That I'll get like all the other shit. Let's see, both your parents have glasses and your siblings never needed glasses. I don't know, it's so random, right? My mom used to tell me to drink carrot juice and my eyesight would be, like, great. She was like, she used to be, like, such a huge, like, health nut. And, like, what's funny about that, though, is that, like, she wore glasses, my sister wore glasses, like, everyone wore glasses and they drank carrot juice, so that definitely wasn't something that was real. And also, I would never want to drink the carrot juice. So I would put it in her plants, like literally just like dump it. And did you know that can kill plants? I didn't know it could kill plants. This is also another very related story. So besides getting my work history, you're going to find out that I'm a plant murderer. Okay, so basically what would happen was that my mom would give me the juice, and like sometimes she'd mix flaxseed oil in there because it was healthy for you. She also would give me like beets and celery and like anything else in there. And so I would dump it in these plants. And I remember she would get them from Whole Foods, because I guess they had like some plant nursery stuff there at one time. And my mom, you know, would like return them all the time. I remember seeing that. She would return them all the time because whenever they'd start dying, she'd be like, what the hell? Whatever. And I remember as an adult, I went there and they had the plants. I was like, oh, there's my mom's plants. And like the person working was like, oh, these plants are like super hard to kill. They're very low maintenance. And I was like, I remember them dying like all the time. And it turns out that mom didn't kill them. I killed them. Because if you put too much carrot juice in there, it like, and my mom would give me like a bucket of fucking carrot juice, okay? It was a big container. You know how like I drink like large things of water? So my mom like loved not paying attention to normal portion sizes that you should be giving children. And so she just gave me like a fucking beer mug worth of carrot juice. And it was really funny. It all go in the plants, man. And yeah, so I killed them. Roger, hey silly, am I broken? Oh, what do you mean? Am I frozen? Carrot juice is not good because like carrot juice, if you know, you double check the carrots and they're sweet and delicious, then yeah, carrot juice is great. Carrot juice is not great when you just put any fucking carrot you want in there and just hope for the best. And that was my mother. I have a lot of like food horror stories from my childhood from her. And yeah, it was really funny. And I think I told her and she's like, you did it! Because I remember when I was young, my mom would be like, you're just pouring it in the plant. And I was like, no, I'm not. And I think she had suspicions. But I did tell her and she did call me a bitch and it was funny. My mom was a very loud, vulgar person like myself. She was really fun. Roger, I don't get it. You hate Brussels sprouts, Steve. Dude, I love Brussels sprouts. Have you ever tried, like, cooking them good? Okay, but also it depends how old you are. Because Brussels sprouts over the years have been genetically modified or whatever, or bred to taste better. So, like, or not bred, that's weird. Cross-pollinated or whatever, GMO'd, I don't know what the term is. But anyways, so yeah, they've been made to taste better. Is this the way I go, or do I go? I think this way, yeah, towards Tingle. Yeah, so Brussels sprouts, if you cut them in half, so you cut them all in halves, okay, and you put them on a, like a tinfoil thingy, and, I bake them in, like, my air fryer, oven thingy, my bobber, and, basically, I'll, like, drizzle olive oil, and then I will also salt and pepper them, and then roast them, and they're really, really good. And then when they're about close to being like, 5 minutes to being done, I'll drizzle balsamic glaze all over them, and like I'll let that bake in, and it is so freaking good, man. Yeah, they're like genetically modified to be better. I have no science on that. I could be making up the terms, but I know that for a fact that they were made to taste better. So Brussels sprouts that like I enjoy now are not the same Brussels sprouts that like my parents' generation ate. And my parents are old. Like my dad was born in 1939. My mom was significantly younger than my dad, fun fact. I am the youngest. So, like, yeah, when he was a kid and ate Brussels sprouts, they probably were fucking disgusting. You hate beets? Dude, I found out recently that I'm allergic to beets. I've been, having a lot of allergy issues recently, and that's, like, such a bummer, because, like, I love eating everything, and I used to be, like, not allergic to anything, but it turns out I'm allergic to a lot of things. And it's a huge bummer. And I wish I wasn't allergic. So yeah, like I was at Pokemon Worlds, like with my friend, and we went to the Cheesecake Factory, and like I wasn't that hungry, but I was like, oh well, I'll have like a little salad, like a teeny little salad. I'll have a beet salad. I love beets. or so I thought. And yeah, the beets like tasted really tangy, like acidic, like, you know, kind of not stingy but like tingly. And I was like, that's so weird. And then I was sitting there thinking about it, and I had her try, and I was like, is this really acidic? And she's like, no, it just tastes like beets. And I was like, shit. I had that also with kiwi. So fun fact, I always thought that kiwis were very similar to the pineapple, where if you eat too much of it, like, or close to the rind, I guess, it would make your mouth tingly and again kind of itchy. And it turns out that no, kiwis don't have that. And yeah, I'm just allergic. And then I think there's like something else I was allergic to. I don't know what. I actually got tested if I was allergic to soy because I ate something. I ate okonomiyaki, and then like all of this had like red blotches and stuff, and I kind of freaked out. And so I'm getting an allergy like full panel test in a couple weeks. So I'll know eventually. Isn't that cool? Isn't that so fun? Dude, I love kiwis, okay? That's why, like, if I ever go to, like, a bar or something and, like, my friend has, like, a cool-looking mixed drink, I have to be, like, really careful because, you know, I don't want to have allergic reaction while I'm out. Oh, no, point blank, you're allergic to shrimpies? Dude. I'm so sorry. I love shrimpy. Let's see, you might be allergic to wheat or gluten. Yeah, dude, man, we can compare panels together. No, actually, I love cilantro. So fun fact, prior to, you know, working in video games and the kiosks, I actually worked at Chipotle. And that's when I found out that, about the whole cilantro soap thing, because I had no idea that was even a thing. But cilantro is delicious. I love making like cilantro like lime rice. I'll do that and it's delicious. Working at Chipotle sucked. Okay, actually it was cool because back in the day they paid $1 more than minimum wage, which was really cool. And then also, you got free food prior to your shift and during your shift. And you could make it, like they would make it for you in any way you wanted. You just had to fill out the to-go order sheet. And I really enjoyed that. So there was a good while, which I'm pretty sure my sodium was way too high because all I ate was Chipotle because, you know, I would work a morning shift, so I'd get breakfast Chipotle. And then I would eat my lunch very close to me getting off. Like, so I would, you know, basically, you know, eat dinner, and so I would just eat Chipotle every day. And it was really cool for a bit, and then I couldn't eat Chipotle after that. But I do have, like, still, like, a sense of, like, whenever I see someone working at Chipotle, I'm like, you are my brethren. Okay. Let's see. Just girly things doing allergy panels together. You know, honestly, yeah. You know, okay, so a funny fact, last time I played this, I went to her, had the potion, okay? Accidentally, instead of talking to her, just clicked the C button and drank it in front of her. And then I was like, shit, I gotta go. And I ran back to the, the sister, and I got to watch the cutscene of her, like, flying back into the forest. And I was like, fuck. Yeah, camaraderie. It's definitely that. I'm like, I know you're suffering. So, like, when I go to Chipotle, like, I never ask for, like, the cheesy, you know, burrito or whatever, or the quesadilla, or, like, you know, when they want you to heat up the tortilla, but you make it like a cheese burrito, so you, like, take the tortilla out, you put cheese in it, you fold it, you put it in there, then you open it again, put another tortilla in, because that burns the absolute shit out of your fingers, and it hurts. At Chipotle, they would have me do lobby and phone orders. So when I would answer the phone, I tried to like make my voice as automated sounding as possible because I found it funny. And so I would do that. I would just say a lot of weird things. I'm pretty sure they did not like me working there. I was a terrible Chipotle employee. But the place that I worked at closed. They closed down that location. So if it sounds like I think I won. Take that. I had this one manager and she like fucking hated me, man. Because like I would like to joke and be goofy and stuff, and she didn't like that shit. Didn't like that at all. It's like, sorry, Annabelle. That's my fake name for you. Sorry, I like fun. Actually, Annabelle's a really cool name. I should give her a less cool name, like Stacy. Thanks, Stacy. Let's see, you're always hearing about employees. Dude, a lot of people are like that work for Chipotle are on the exclusive Chipotle diet. It's just like one of those things that like, you know, it happens. It's like you can't help free, okay? Like, free is great. Double tortilla sounds like too much tortilla in the inside ratio. You know, I never had it, to be honest, but a lot of people would order that, and like Kevin used to like that, but I know not to do that because it burns your fingies. Remember when Chipotle had that recall with chicken? Dude, yes, and everyone freaked out, but like, dude, we're having so many recalls right now, and it's like really scary. I feel like that's just the thing, you know? This is Chipotle Celia. We are professionals, no fun allowed. I know, right? Dude, I once got, so this was 2011, okay? I once got a secret shopper comment, okay? Because like secret shoppers would go in and like write how the lobby is and how the service was or whatever. And that was the day that like I was working the lobby only. And like the thing is though, is that like it was really hard because like you would have to like refill the iced tea thing in the lobby, and that's all manual. It's not like you are hooking up with the pumps like the sodas. So I would have to pick up this huge gallon like container like of iced tea, like it's huge, and pour it in, and like, you know, I'm little, like I had a really hard time doing that, and it sucked, man. And like people would stand there and like tap their foot. Anyways, so it was like one of those lobby days where the secret shopper's comment for me was that I needed to smile more. And I was like, I don't like that person. And I got like written up for it by Stacy. Well, Annabelle Stacy, I don't know. I keep on changing her name. And it was really rude. Yeah, the iced tea. Like when you Oh, do I have to talk to the sister? Yeah, I do have to talk to the sister, because now she's back. Oh, Kami, I am 5'6", but like for someone back in the day who did not work out or anything, like picking up a big gallon like thing, like it wasn't a gallon. Gallons are little. I'm thinking of the 5 gallons. So it was like a huge impossible thing. Like it was ridiculous. It was like a huge tub, and like it was like half the size of me, and I was like, what the shit? Yeah, Jonathan, they did. And I had to like dump it in there. And I remember this person was like, who told me that the iced like tea was out, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, let me go get it, like do, you know, kind of thing. And like they were like tapping their foot as they watched me like struggle to put it in, and it's like, I hate you. Five, 6 taller than you, Griff. Oh, I'm taller than you. Wow. How tall are you, Griff? Okay, donut. Thank you. Yeah, I was just calling a gallon, but I meant it's 5 gallon. Sure, David. Sure. Yeah, dude, the lines are crazy long at Chipotle, dude. It was like really hard. Like, that's why whenever like I go into a restaurant of any sort, you know, I'm always kind and patient, even no matter how hangry I am. Like you always, you know, hell yeah, short things. That's awesome. But yeah, but always really, really kind because like, dude, food service is hard, and like when you're on the other side of the counter, like people like treat you so horribly for no reason, and like the stupid rule with food service of like trying to have the customer be right, and I'm kind of thankful that like those times are kind of changing because it's just I don't know, it's just so rude. Celia's my tall wife. Yeah, Christine, you're my wife as well. Us and our Kevins and our wifehood. She's not making typos. Dude, I make typos all the time. I like to joke that I'm illiterate. It is fun. Let's see, struggling 5 gallons. Why are you smiling? Spiral, like literally, I'm pretty sure that's what was happening, dude. Like you see me struggling, I always made sure that my lobby was absolutely fucking spotless. Like I did such a good job, and I actually cleaned the baskets. And be very careful at certain places because like the rag that you use to clean the tables is the same dump bucket as you use to clean allegedly to clean the baskets and stuff. So you know it's kind of gross, to be honest. It's kind of gross. Let's see. I'm glad I don't work behind a counter in a store. I'm fired right now. Yeah, dude, I'm glad I don't work with, like, behind a counter, because I feel like I have a mouth, man. I have a mouth. I appreciate you too, Roger. Do people treat other people in food service or retail like they're subhuman? I didn't get why. And then everyone worked those jobs at some point. Jonathan, like, you would think so, right? Like, you would really think so, that, like, you know, there's some form of humanity there. But people just get weird, man. They get weird, and they forget. And I think that's really stupid. And one of my favorite things to do back in the day was that once I was done with work, I used to bring a backpack where I would change into my regular clothes. Would I still smell like Chipotle? Yes, but that's besides the point. It's fine. And I would like go hang out with my friends and party or like something of the sort. And I remember I would dress up as a normal person, and then I would just yell at consumers. Like they would do something, and I'd be like, "Oh, that's not that." Like I would be like, "Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you?" And it was so fun. This game freeze. Oh my god. Okay. Man, this is a really hard time with the camera. You know, that's good enough. We'll see if that works. I almost went to the fire pit. I was not paying attention. Let's see. Yeah, it's 41 pounds. That is a medium-sized dog, okay? I had to pick up a medium-sized dog like 4 times a day because people just fucking love iced tea, which is great, good for them. But like, oh my god, it was such a pain. And that's like, you know, pre-working out, Celia. So I was just weak and anemic. I'm still anemic, but you know, I lift weights now. His name was too much for to handle, right? McDonald's pickle smell. It's funny to another store you work at a clock for doing anything wrong. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna go buy some beans from the bean guy. He like sells like the magic bean thing. He was always such an odd character in this. How many schmutz is that? So schmutz is, I think he's 11 pounds, 10 pounds. My cat's a big cat. Like, he is literally huge. Here, actually, I can show you. Hold on, I'm going to switch to draw cam because I don't want to... Well, can I stand? And I'm just wearing this. Okay, so my cat. Hello, Schmutz. So he is like a very long animal. So it would be like 4, the 5 Schmutzes. There's my son. Okay, that's my little cutie. He is such a unit. No, he's huge, man. He is such a little long boy. Like, it was really funny. I was sending Ryan photos of Schmutz, Mystic Ryan, if you guys, he's also on the Spawncast. Anyways, I was sending him photos, and he's like, "Oh my god!" Like, I didn't realize how large Schmutz is because his cat Melissa is like really small, and so he was like that. Okay, let's see. So Griff, it is like 4 Schmutzes, 5 Schmutzes, 4 Schmutzes. I can't count. Let's see, Donut. Yeah, you're dealing with having no spools of those plastic bags. Yeah, dude, like, it's not your fault that you don't have that. Roger, you're almost 48, and your daughter's 21, and she's a nurse in the U.S. Army. Oh, congratulations. That's awesome. You and Josie remind me of her. That's funny. So Josie's closer in age to her. I am a good decade on her. I'm 32, fun fact. But I think that's awesome, dude. Girl dads are the best. When I was a kid, like, I was really close with my dad. And I think that's great, you know? Bring back the putty cat. No, Schmutz is great. Like, he puts up with all my bullshit. But also he's very spoiled, and he is very expensive to upkeep, unfortunately. So he was born with heart disease. Which is like a 0.0005% of cats like get that. And you know, super cool of him, right? And so I have to get his heart scanned every so often. And for some reason, like, it's always, you know, veterinarian offices are so expensive. And they shouldn't be, because, you know, you want accessibility for your pet's health. But, you know, so, same with healthcare, you know, you would think, right? That Buddha Belly's so cute. Yeah, I know, he's such a sweet baby. Yeah, why hasn't Ryan been on Spawn? You know, why hasn't Ryan been on Spawncast? Let's find out. No, I'll bother him later. I don't know, he's been busy. I know he's been filming a lot of really cool... He told me a little bit about some of the stuff he's been filming for his channel, so go check it out. It's really, really cool. I don't know if he's announced it, so I don't want to spoil anything, but he's putting in a lot of effort for his videos, so go support. Yeah, dude, Magic Bean Guy is like really rotund and chonky. You know, I want to draw him. I know no one's doing the super chat, but this is me. This is me sponsoring my super chat, so I can donate. I want to draw him. Okay, so draw cam. Whoa. He's like his little pointy ears. And then here, I wonder if I can draw like this. He also has, like, the bean monopoly in this game, you know? He also has no neck and a random tattoo on his arm. See? What is this tattoo? It's like a... I'm just drawing a square. See, he's just like... And, like, out of all the characters, like, he's, like, the only... I'm gonna draw pants on him, because I don't know how this connects, to be honest. Magic Bean Guy. Does he have an earring? He looks so cool with an earring. Like, imagine that. He gets one. Like, there's my bean guy. He has no chin. But he has a lot of beans. And I think that's real cool. Oh, he does the PlayStation podcast? Yeah, probably like one podcast is good enough for him, to be honest. Like, I think that's fine. Thoughts on drawing on an iPad. So I don't know how to use Apple products, but, or an Android pad or whatever they call it. I don't know, that would be cool, but I feel like that would be really hard to do. I'm not very good at drawing. So fun fact, the reason that I do these super tat drawings as like a thank you, but also, so I took a art class in 2009, and that's it. That's literally it. No, I took a couple more art classes like previous to that, but like that was the main one. And I remember I used to draw anime a bunch, and my teacher would tell me, no anime. And I would go, no. Anyways, I did not get better at drawing, so oops. Oh, Roger, you're heading out. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Oh, I didn't see your posts. Let's see, you're very proud of her, and you're also almost... I think that's so cool. Like, dude, I'm so glad you have a great relationship with her. Anyways, Roger, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Okay, if you only lived off magic beans, you should be really skinny. Yeah, I think he's lying. Or magic beans are like 500 billion calories, and we just didn't know this whole time. And it's like the Caltine bars of software. You should get one of those screen covers that feel like paper, and you'll be happier. You know, Christine, that is a very good idea. I don't know. There's like so much technology. I'm just shit with. To be honest. Oh no, he's wearing pants. Liquefied, he's wearing pants. See? Yeah, no, don't worry. And anything the beans will be covering his beans. But yeah, see, these were his pants. I drew like kind of like sack pants, you know? Is what I'm talking about? The ones that were in fashion a while ago that used to have big belts, but this one doesn't have a belt because he doesn't need it. So we're good. Go team. Okay. Back to stream cam. Oh, dude, that's so cool. Like, Christina, I need you to show me all these things. One of these days. I also need to figure out, Josie was like, she'll hang out with me and figure out lighting. I might move my office into the guest room and move the guest room into this room, just because it's bigger and the walls aren't dark. So I might look less pale there. Yes, I have been to Japan. Did I go in this room before? What room is this? I did go in this room before. There's no rupees there. Good catch, guys. So yeah, I am going to I'm going to go back to Japan in the springtime, probably May. So it'll be a really cool time for me, and I'm really looking forward to it. I need a vacation. Oops. Pale Sailor's cool, Sailor, thank you. Okay, so I am foreverly glow in the dark, but like, you know, just like a little less ghostly. I'm still pretty pale though. Josie's really good with figuring out lighting. No, she totally is. But you know, she's been busy working and being super cool and famous. So we'll see. Eventually I'll hang out with her, because we have a lot of things. I gotta show her, hey, Pikachu. Oh, you're going in March? That's so cool. What are your plans for it? King, how long is it gonna take for what? Sorry. Please make a vlog series like Beat 'em Ups did for Japan. You know what's funny? We were in Japan at the same time, but we were like headed to different areas. So like he would message, damn it, god damn it. He would message me and be like, oh, we're gonna be over here, and like, it just didn't make sense. But I thought that was really funny. Bob was there too. We're all messaging each other. They're really sweet people. I'm really thankful that they're my friends. Yeah, maybe I'll do a little vlog. Put it on Game and Talk. go to like Super Potato and like random stores and see if there's any games or funny things. I remember when I was in Japan. Oh, fucking goddamn it! Sorry, I curse like a sailor. I remember when I when I was in Japan, like Kevin and I were trying to find like the best like figure that like wasn't overtly lewd, but would make you look very creepy for owning. Because my my very good friend Joseph, like, you know, he's in my anime club, and I was like, we gotta get him a gift that's like really weird, but like also it was really funny. Anyways, we ended up getting him this like Konosuba figure because that was like an anime that we watched, but it was like a school uniform gym one. And yeah, he looks very creepy for owning that, and it's still in this box on the shelf, and I think that's really funny. Steve, I did go to a maid cafe, so I went to, it was like just a random little, you know, magical maid girl cafe thing. I got the little passport because there's like a bunch of locations, but I wasn't gonna go to them. I also was gonna go to the Muscle Mommy one where you can give them like, I think it's like 1,000 yen or 100 yen or something like that, and they slap you, because I thought that was really funny. I gotta stop talking and playing because I'm really bad at this. And I thought that would be really, maybe I'll vlog that. Just hang out with muscle mummies. Wait, what? RGG is doing an event where you can marry Kiru, Majima, or H. Wait, I didn't know that. That's cool, Christine. Let's be totally normal and well-adjusted and talk about that later. Christine and I are Majima simps, but I support her love with Majima more than mine. Because I appreciate him. They are in love. You take a picture of the maids? I did not, because I didn't want to pay for it. But I know that's something that you could do. Their little songs and stuff were really cute, though. And they also were, like, live streaming during it. So, it was a more... Man, I'm so good at this. It was a more normal one. The first thing I did do in Japan was, what's it called? I did do a cat cafe. Yeah, Japan does have Cat Island, but, you know, there's like a lot of sad stuff with that too. Anyways, yeah, so the first thing I did was I went to a cat cafe, and it was so cool, and the cats were so pretty. It's like, you ever want to feel ugly by just hanging out with like the most beautiful cat you've ever seen? And yeah, I named her, I confidently named all the cats, and like the other foreigners, Schmutz, no digging. He was trying to do the carpet. Yeah, I confidently named all of them and was telling the other foreigners, like, oh, this one's name is Chestnut. It was not Chestnut. Or like, this one's Princess. And so they were calling it that too. And I thought that was really, really funny. I'm just like a menace to society. Doing this at night is so much easier because you can see where his vision is, you know? Okay, turn. Cool. And I got my heart piece. Yay! I did it. Woo! We did it, guys. As a family. I'm just gonna get caught because I don't need that. Cool. I just realized that I don't have water. Do you need water for the magic beans? I mean, I could just fast forward to day 2, right? And it's raining? Or is it? I don't remember. Let's just find out. Oops. Dude, it is so hard to talk about you guys. Oh my god. Ooh. There we go. When did the stream become a Fast and the Furious movie? What does that mean? Are we all family? You know, okay, so I've only watched a couple of the Fast and Furious films. I have seen Tokyo Drift, and then the one, yes, was, and the one that, what's it called? Where it's The Rock and the British guy, I think, and they like go to his family and like they have to save them. I need to go to Nintendo World. So, I mean, going to the Japan one I think would be really cool. I've been to the Nintendo World in the States, and I think it's pretty similar, right? Would I go to Disney Japan and Disney Universal? So, for fun fact, I'm not a huge theme park person, like in general. So I feel like I might be the wrong fit for that, but I feel like Tokyo Disney would be really fun. My sister, so my brother-in-law is a Disney cast member person, and so I know that they've gone to like all the Disneylands or whatever, and like she talked about Japan and showed me photos, and it was really cool for her. So I feel like it would be something awesome to do, but does anyone know, before I like go die, if I speed up time, will this be grown, or do I need to go get water? Oh, you went to Epic Nintendo World in Universal Florida. That's cool. Universal there is better. That's cool. Christine, do you mean in Florida or do you mean in Japan? Also go to Disney for Disney Sea in Fantasy Springs. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Oh, this is fun. Sorry, I'm really bad at multitasking. I got responses for things. Oh, in Japan. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Okay, well, let's just go get that water. That stupid, stinky water. You have not done Florida because you'd be in Florida. No offense, Florida. No, I feel that. I too would not have interest in going to Florida. I used to have this friend in college that like, well, not, you know, yeah, used to be friends, but they still like, they moved to Florida and they're like a huge Disney adult, and like all they do is like go to those things, and I'm like, dude, like I understand you love Disneyland and like that's your thing, but like damn, Florida's a lot of Florida. I don't have Song of Storms, unfortunately, Medallion, so can't do that. So I gotta, why am I going back? No, I'm going back because it's easier for me just to get clean water that way. Dude, I literally just like forgot, man. Dude, Majora's Mask, if you haven't played it before, is very convoluted. I'm like re-remembering that because you're kind of just like figuring it out. And I know that there's characters and signs that hint to you, but like, who wants to read, man? Who wants to read? Let's see, that Spider-Man ride in Universal is goated. Dude, I haven't seen that ride. I actually tend not to like pay attention to theme park stuff, but I should look that up. So you remember going to Tampa to watch a football game and you blacked out for a few seconds because of the heat? Yeah, dude, like I don't think I can handle like too hot of temperatures or too cold of temperatures. That's why I live in California. I am not meant for this earth, like whatsoever. So like any like extreme climate issue, I'm screwed. Okay. Did I get, no, I just took it out. Perfect, got water. Hell yeah. Yeah. Now let's go back over there. Do I have to talk to them? Oh, I have to talk to her? Oh, I don't want to do that. Let's see. Let's see. I gotta go. Are you in wildfire territory? Sometimes. I sometimes am. I'm in California, so everything's always on fire. Medallion, thought you had to go? No, I'm probably gonna leave in like 10 to 15 minutes. So you guys have 15 more. Oh, Roger, you had to go. Okay, you're talking to Roger. Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna be here till like 8:30. Are there any fires going on right now? Near me? There's always fires going on. Have you guys ever downloaded the Watch Duty app and just like scrolled out to see how on fire everything fucking is? Like, you ever look at like the map? It's like, wait, it doesn't say my address, right? Okay, cool. Just making sure. But like, you look at it, like everything's on fire. Well, actually, a lot of things are put out, but like, everything's on fire. Welcome back, Roger. It's good to see you. Let's see, you just visited Florida and is outside of... Okay, that's good to know, Jonathan. Have you ever dressed up as a yukata? No, I have not. I had an opportunity to, but we didn't book the tickets like we thought. We thought it was like a walk-up place. Fun fact, not a walk-up place. So we didn't. Unfortunately. It would have been really cool though. Let's see, can't wait for winter. You're an easy native, but I'm over this heat. Good to see you, Captain Bacon. Yeah, dude, I, can't handle extreme temperatures. But also, like, when I say extreme temperatures, I'm like, anything high, like, hotter than 95 is really hot to me. And then, anything colder than 72 degrees is also very cold to me. I get chilly very easily. Right, Schletz? He said yes. You want to go to one of those firework festivals like in the anime? Yeah, I think they have a lot of different festivals and stuff. You just kind of have to look it up and plan accordingly. But yeah, it was always really cool to me to like... Obviously, this is going to sound so dorky. But like, you know, like in shows, you know, like in a bunch of anime cartoons or whatever, like the green foliage was like always so beautiful. Like in like Spirited Away and like, you know, all those movies. And Princess Mononoke and all that. And like I always just thought that they like, you know, made it look prettier for, you know, because it's a cartoon and they can do that. But it's literally that beautiful. So like when I was hiking around, it was like so gorgeous. I was like, oh my god, this is just like the cartoons, which was such a funny thing to say. Let's see. You liked how the gold skulls were in a dungeon. Okay. Thank you so much for the $1.99. World 8, what would you like me to draw? Let's go to the drawing cam, and I'm gonna pause this. Welcome to Drawing Cam. Because we have that now. Yeah. Do you guys like this? Is this cool? Oh, I'm trying to put my controller down. There we go. So World 8, what would you like me to doodle? Dude, my hands look so yellow. Jaundicey. That's so funny. Oh, it's cool, guys? Okay, good. That's good to hear. I mean, you get to see all the things on my desk. Like, here's Burger King Pikachu. That's also on my desk. And then I have... What other things? I have this really cool Shovel Knight felt piece that someone gave me at a Shovel Knight concert as fan art. And that was really cool. What camera are you using? I am using a Logitech shitty thing. I don't know. It's really old. There's my Bidoof. Okay, World 8, I'm going to draw you Kirby if you don't tell me what you want to see. Okay, well, in the meantime, I will draw you Kirby. Let's see. So, here's Kirby. Let's see. It's Kirby! Yay! And then I'll draw him holding ice cream. Yay! It's Kirby! And this is for World 8 Gaming. You can tell me what you actually want me to draw, and I'll draw that for you, because I really appreciate the dono. Ooh, get a schmutz cam. That would be so cool. I would love that, but he likes to move around a lot, because he actually, I think, wants to leave. Schmutz, do you want to go? Can you guys hear him? Schmutz, do you want to go? Can you hear his meows? Baby? He's a very chatty cat. Hold on, let me let my cat out real quick. Look at the draw cam. Yay! Baby! You're free. You're free. Okay. Yeah, no, he's such a little sweetie. Like, he has like his little angel meows that he does. I wanna like build cat door, like kind of like a doggy door, like in all of my doors, so he can just like come and go as he pleases. But that would also ruin my doors, and that means that the cat has access all the time to all of my rooms. The putty cat is cool. No, he is such a sweetheart. He gives me joy. I should buy Sean a cat. That would be really cool. And then he would lose it. And then, you know, whatever. So Sean's apparently allergic to cats. I don't believe him. Do I have a cat tower? Yes, I do. Ooh, Lem, thank you so much for the $1.99. Can I draw Cyber Shadow? Yes, I can. Not very well. So, for context, Cyber Shadow is a game that Yacht Club Games published for Mechanical Head Studios. And, yeah, it was the first video game that I ever marketed, and that was really cool. Am I good at drawing Shadow? No. So, we'll just hope for the best here. Okay. So let's draw something. Okay, so Shadow has like a little robot face, but we're not going to draw that first. We're going to draw his little headband and his eyes. So we got that going. And then he's like the little gem thing that goes here. Man, this is getting really shitty very quickly. Okay, so then he has his like robot head like that, because he's a cyborg. You can't tell by him literally looking like a cyborg. And then it's like shadowing there. And it's like that. And like there's a lot of stuff going on here that we're just gonna scribble. And then he has this big scarf, which was cool. So a long time ago, we were like talking about merch items for Shadow. And one of the ideas was that you could get a Shadow scarf. But like, the thing is though, is that like, it was really hard to pull off. And then, you know, COVID was happening. So manufacturing was just absolute shit. So it never came to be. But that was an item that I was very excited for that never happened. But you know how cool that would have been? Okay, it is Shadow. A very poor drawn Shadow for him. So that's some context. So that's your drawing. It's very bad, and I'm sorry in advance. But if you haven't played Cyber Shadow, it is such a cool ninja action game. I put it on sale pretty frequently, so just check it out. It's pretty cheap too. Not when it's not on sale. Dude, cats are so cool though. It's such a bummer that he doesn't. He's like, he has such cat energy. Because like, Sean likes chaos, okay? He's like an orange cat, you know what I mean? Oh, Christine, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Because like, Sean is such a cat, man. Because like, okay, he's chaotic, so he's like an orange cat, okay? But also like, you know, if he likes you, like in your friends, like he's very loyal. And like, cats are very, very loyal, you know? And it's just kind of like, that's just who he is, man. Cats, if they're indoor cats, they don't like going outside. They don't go outside. Sean doesn't go outside. Dude, he's like basically a cat. Okay, let's find out. Am I gonna make it? Yeah, I'm gonna make it. To give you enough time. But they like to make it look like it. Let's see. Local man, everything is too dim. What do you mean? Sean is a covert cat. I tried telling him that, and he did not like it when I told him that. Very rude of him, I know. Okay. Yeah, because they always make you look like you're gonna fall, but you don't. Like you're just about to make it, which I think is really cool. You just want to make sure that the platform is like headed towards you though, so you're not doing just extra work, you know. Foxes. I wouldn't say that foxes are better than cats, but they are definitely dogs with cat iOS. Versus the cat. No, because cats are territorial, man. I always thought it was really unfair that that people compare like cats to dogs, because like you wouldn't like talk about temperament with like, I don't know, like a bird versus a dog. Like you wouldn't compare those, like they're two very different species, you know. I love this song, by the way. The bum, 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 bum. It's such a good. Blah blah blah, Laura, I don't care. Oh, I accidentally clicked no. I thought it was really funny that you can click, like, you can click no. What if you was just like, okay, then get out then, and then that was it? That was the end of the game? Have I seen all the vids of the cool domesticated Russian foxes? I have, and I think it's so rad. I've also, when I was in Japan, I went, damn it, why did I do that? I got to pet a real fox at one of the cafes. That's why Sean can't have a cat, because he's a cat. And honestly, that makes sense. But he is such a cat. And I feel like he would really, like, benefit from the companionship of a cat. But it's okay. Fun fact today, I befriended 3 stray or outdoor cats today. And they were very nice and became my friends. I should have taken photos. Next time I'll take photos if I see him again. Yeah, we were at Kevin's mom's house, and yeah, she had a neighbor that like would feed stray cats or whatever, and and the neighbor passed away, so she started feeding like some of the cats because they obviously, you know, they were pretty dependent and they don't know what to do right now. And yeah, they were like in her backyard, and I was like, I'm gonna befriend the cats. She's like, oh, it takes a few days for them to warm up to you, so like you don't come over often, obviously. So, you don't get upset. I'm like, I know cats. Anyways, so by the end of, within 2 hours, the cats were letting me touch them and pet on them, and they were rubbing up against me, and it was really, really cute. So I had a really, really good time with that, God, I love cats. Just little meow meows, man. I wish I could take them all in, but Schmutz you can't do that with, because he is a heart disease kitty. If the other cat has FIV or any type of illness or something, that's contagious, or a cold, it can harm Schmutz. So we don't want to do that. And when I adopted him, they wanted to make sure that it was going to be a single cat household for, I think, part of that reason. Which makes sense. Let's see. Hi, Ginseng. Great stream. Zelda games are the best. Have you done any cosplay of any kind? Yes, I actually have. I've cosplayed Toon Zelda before. I used to cosplay at Anime Expo a lot. I was Malin. I've done Misty a lot, from Pokemon. I've done a bunch of different things. I actually was looking at what cosplay I should do for. I did what was that character? Princess Garnet from Final Fantasy. That one was really fun. I did the full wedding dress. That was such a pain in the ass to do. I've done Dragon Ball Z cosplays. I cosplayed as Videl. Fun fact. Well, I'm just hopping around right now. But yeah, I was looking at what I want to do for Anime Chibi that's happening in Ontario area. Because Anime Expo started at another stuff here. There we go. Yeah, Anime Expo started another convention, and I was like, oh, what am I going to cosplay? Because initially I was like, oh, would it be cool to, do another Dragon Ball Z one? And it's like, well, I've done Videl before. I'm like, who else would I want to be? And I'm like, ooh, I could be Bunny Bulma, because I like that alt costume. But I was like, do I really want to be Bunny Velma? Do I want that attention? I don't know. But I was thinking about it. I literally was, looking at the eBay wig of how much it would cost to buy that. Okay, so I am looking for Woodfall. So I think I have to hop down there, right? No, I have to go... Did I go up here? I don't remember. Ooh, I should do a Rambo and half. Dude, I'd be a great Ukyo. She's best girl. I love her. Yeah, okay, I have to go over here. Duh. Yeah. I wonder how much an Ukyo cosplay would be. I should look into that because I love Rambo and half so much. Okay, so cosplays that I've always wanted to do. Kikyo from Inuyasha, or Kagura from Inuyasha, I think would have been really, really fun. I should do that. I feel like that'd be great. I also wanted to cosplay as Lust from Full Metal Alchemist. I feel like that would be a really fun cosplay to do. I tend to like to do cosplay that I don't have to wear a wig for, just because it's sensory overload for me. How many times have I played this game? I've played this game countless of times, but I always forget. Shit, I was trying. Okay, he has to get real close and then I can kill him. There we go. Next guy. My problem is I keep on looking at my OBS, which there's a delay. So like I'm just making a lot of dumb choices. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I like cosplaying long-haired brunettes. You are correct. I don't know, it's just so much easier. And it's like, well, I have long brown hair, and like, it's so cool that like a lot of anime characters have long brown hair. So I don't have to really worry about it, you know? And also nothing too complicated. And then also, it just can't be a schlep to like walk around, because I'm at a convention and I'm there to have fun. Then I definitely like, you know, want to enjoy myself. And if like the costume gets in the way of that, then that's no fun. Oh, flying backwards with the flowers extends airtime? Oh yeah, huh. I should do Mikasa. You know, I had her costume for a little bit, but then I think I got food on it or something. I was like eating at a convention. I think Hot Topic was selling it. It was really shitty, but it was a fun costume for a little bit. It just didn't look that great on me. Let's see. Had Brunette Zelda. You know, I've always wanted to do that one. She does have brown hair, but I feel like it's like a lighter brown because I have really dark brown. People always are like, "Oh, did you dye your hair?" And it's like, no, my hair's dark. Well, I have dyed my hair plenty of times, but now I've kept it like my dark color. People don't expect that. Okay, let's learn the song. Oh, Brandon, this is your favorite Zelda? That's cool. Let's see. People bother you for pictures? Yes. No, but like it's more of like the issue like when I did the Princess Garnet wedding dress, because conventions are so crowded, you know, you have a hard time like getting through things, and like people take photos, which is great, but like, you know, it's hard to move around, and it's uncomfortable and it's hot. And I think that's a bummer. So I definitely want it to be like a costume that I can move around in. Okay. What controller am I using? Well, you know, it's a controller of kinds. PS4 controllers are my favorite controller. You see a lot of Tifa cosplayers? Dude, I should do a Tifa cosplay. That would be cool. And she does have long brown hair. I think with Tifa, I remember there was this girl that I went to middle school with. She was really nice. I don't think she liked me that much, but I liked her. She dressed... Haha! Damn it. She dressed as Tifa, and she looked really cute in it. And I feel like in my head I'd have to look like that. And so since I don't look like her, then I can't really wear that costume. If that makes sense? I don't know. Maybe it's just stupid logic coming through. Because she like looked like the character. I don't look like any character. Haha. Oh damn it! Sorry, it's really hard to walk straight. You got the 8-bit dough and 64 controller? Damn it. There you go. We did it. It was, let's see, 40 bucks well spent. I should get one too. That sounds cool. 8-bit dough makes some like the best controllers ever. Hooray, I did it. I could cosplay Yennefer. You know, I have joked about that before. When I played when I said Winifred, when I played Witcher, I definitely was a Yennefer fan, a connoisseur of sorts. I should do a Mina cosplay, but like, that's a lot of work. And also, I would want to make it really, really good because I'm so biased of how cool it is. Like, I've always wanted to do like a Shield Knight cosplay also, but it's like, I would need it to be absolutely perfect because she's my girl, you know? Let's see, clear red filled would also be amazing. That's awesome. You're using your Ultimate 3 controller for your ROG Ally? That's awesome. Let's see. Yay! I made it to the temple. Let me look at Claire Redfield. I do have a Lara Croft cosplay. I did that at Comic-Con because I wanted something easy. Oh, cool. Would you guys say that her red jacket for Claire is more recognizable, or which fit? You're with me. You do a King Knight cosplay, but a legit one. Yeah, like that'd be so awesome. Am I gonna get all the fairies? That's the plan, man. It'd be such a pain in the ass. But it'll be fun. Okay. Do OG Claire. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, on that note, I think this was a good stream. We got to the temple. Do the polygon ones? Yeah, no, I didn't want to make the square boobs, so I was just normal. Like, I was normal Lara Croft. But I do appreciate them square boobs. I think they're funny. Okay, guys, so I think this is where I'm gonna call the game for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the stream. It was really fun. I hope I had more energy than last stream. Yeah, as always, it's always fun to hang out with you guys. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful week. This week I will be on Game and Talk because I think the gang's all back together. And then on Saturday we'll be available for Spawncast, so I should be on that too. So guys, if you want more Celia content or me just posting shit, I have an Instagram. I'm at Kosher Gamer. I post a lot of stories. I post photos of Schmutz, my cat. I posted, on Saturday when I was dog sitting, I was playing Game Boy and I posted Game Boy game stuff. Anyways, it's a lot of fun. Go check it out. Also, I'm on X/Twitter. I'm at Celia B with 3 E's. And besides that, altogether, even Nate, Nate's out for a gallon of milk, and if he comes back, then awesome, then we'll have a great stream. But until then, we'll figure it out. Yep, I do have a Twitter. It's Celia B with 3 E's, and then Instagram is Kosher Gamer. I think I have everything linked down in the description down below. But anyways, thank you guys so much. A huge thank you to everyone that super chatted me with all the really cool drawings, like as a throwback to them, the draw cam, because now that I have this, we got to draw Shadow poorly. I drew for World of 8 Gaming a Kirby. I drew a very rotund Sonic for Scootish, and a baby Dr. Robotnik / Mr. Dr. Eggman. And then lastly, I think it was for Johnny, I drew a Minish Cap Link with his little hat. And for me, because I can also say what I want to draw, I drew the Magic Bean guy with pants. So yeah, this was a really fun stream. Thank you everyone for participating. I appreciate every single one of you. Okay. And let's see. Last question. Armando, how do I feel about the 3DS remake? I was not a fan. It's cool that they added quality of life improvements. I think that's cool, but when they changed the boss fights, I was bummed. Okay, guys, have a great rest of your night. It was an absolute pleasure, and I'll see you on Game and Talk on Wednesday. Bye. Oh, and then also, my next stream is going to be on Friday. Because it's usually on Fridays. Just this was a special circumstance where I wasn't feeling good, so I needed sleep. Okay, have a great rest of your evening, and have a great